Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will be doing some numericals based on Lensmaker's formula and Lenz equation. Example 1 says, using Lenz formula, find the distance of image formed by convex lens of focal length 15 cm when the object is placed at 17 cm from the optic center on the principal axis. So what is given here is a convex lens of focal length 15 cm. So for convex lens, the focal length is positive. Therefore, f is equal to 15 cm and the object is placed at 17 cm from the optic center on the principal axis. So if you have a convex lens like this and the line passing through its optic center, so this point here is the optic center, we call it as C. If an object is placed somewhere here, in this case light moves from left to right, and then to find the object distance, we start from the optic center and go towards the object. So by sign convention, u would be negative. Therefore here u is equal to minus 70 centimeter. So we need to find what is v. So we know that 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. We need to find what is v. So from here 1 by v is equal to, we bring this term this side, it becomes positive. It is 1 by f plus 1 by u. So 1 by v is equal to 1 by f was 15 centimeter. Keep in mind that in case of ray optics, we can write in terms of centimeter also. And finally, we can convert the answer in terms of meter, because in many numericals, the distances or focal lengths would be in terms of centimeter only. So plus 1 by minus 17 is equal to, it will be 1 by 15 minus 1 by 17. From here, if you take LCM, it becomes 17 minus 15 by 15 into 17, that is equal to 2 by 15 into 17 is equal to 255. That's 1 by v. So from here v is equal to 255 by 2, and that is equal to 127.5 centimeter. So this is the required answer. In terms of meter, you can write v is equal to 1.275 meter. Now since v is positive, it means it's a real image. Now in some questions they may ask you to find the nature of image also. So nature would mean to find whether it is real or virtual, and also they may ask you to find what its magnification is. Recall that magnification is defined as height of image and height of object, and when you solve it, it is equal to v by u. So in case they ask you to find the magnification, put the values of v by u and then solve it. Keep in mind that here m would be negative because u is negative. So by sign convention, m would be negative finally, which also implies that it's a real image. Example 2 says, double convex lenses are to be manufactured from a glass of refractive index 1.55 with both faces of same radius of curvature. So we know that whether it's a biconcave or biconvex lenses, it will have two radius of curvature. The question says this is a double convex lens with both faces of same radius of curvature. So here R1 is equal to R2, that's what's given here. What is the radius of curvature required if the focal length is to be 20 centimeter. So here f is given, and also the lens refractive index is given as 1.55. So question says what would be R1 or R2 because both are equal. We know from lens maker's formula that 1 by focal length is equal to n for lens by n for surrounding minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Keep in mind that we should use this formula with sign conventions, and recall that for convex lens we learned that R1 is positive and R2 is negative, otherwise this would be 0, it becomes meaningless. So what we get from here would be 1 by f is equal to n for lens is given as 1.55, and then nothing is given about the surrounding medium. So here we assume that the lens is kept in air, which means n for surrounding, that is n for air, becomes 1. So this is equal to 1.55 minus 1 and 1 by R1 plus 1 by R1 only, because here R1 and R2 are equal and then R2 is negative. So, and the focal length also is given, that's 1 by 20. So 1 by 20 is equal to 0.55 into 2 by R1. So from here R1 is equal to 0.55 into 2 into 20. This will be 40 into 0.55, that is equal to 22 centimeter, because it is 40 into 0.5 would be 22 centimeter. This is same as R2. So the answer would be 22 centimeter. Example 3 says a double convex lens of focal length 30 centimeter is made of glass of refractive index 1.5. Again here it is a convex lens. It is made of a glass of refractive index 1.6. When it is immersed in a liquid, the focal length is found to be 90 centimeter. Find the refractive index of the liquid. Now keep in mind that the focal length of a given lens depends on the refractive index of surrounding medium also. So what is given here is when the lens is kept in air, that is the meaning of the first statement. The focal length is 30 centimeter, and then when the lens is immersed in some other liquid, its focal length would change and it becomes 90 centimeter. Question says find the refractive index of the liquid. So we know that 1 by f is equal to n for lens by n for surrounding minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. So for convex lens, R1 is positive and R2 is negative by sign convention. Therefore what we get is 1 by f is equal to n for lens by n for surrounding minus 1 into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This is what we get. Now when it is immersed in a liquid, we need to find its refractive index. So when immersed in a liquid, then what you get from here is 1 by, just write f for say liquid, that is equal to n for lens, that is given as 1.6. So it's 1.6 by n for surrounding, we need to find that one, minus 1 by 1 plus 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, and this focal length in the liquid is given as 90 centimeter. So pull back here, I'll do directly here. So 1 by 90 is equal to so much, but here there are two unknowns. This whole term is one unknown. If you treat this as one term, this term is unknown and also this ns is unknown. So we can't solve this without knowing what this factor here is. So to solve this part, to get to know the value of 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2, let's look at the question once more. So question says a double convex lens of focal length 30 centimeter is made of glass of refractiveness 1.6. So it means that the focal length 30 centimeter. But when is it? It is when the convex lens is placed in air. So if you use that part of the statement, then we can say 1 by 30, that is equal to 1.6 minus 1, because when we place it in air, n for surrounding becomes 1. 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2. So this term here would be 0.6. I'll bring it down. So from here, 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2 is equal to 1 by 30 into 0.6, and that is equal to 1 by 18. So 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2 is equal to 1 by 18. Putting it back in this equation, 1 by 90 is equal to 1.6 by ns minus 1 into 1 by 18. Keep in mind that even this is also in centimeter only. So 18 ones are 18, 5s are. So 1 by 5 is 1.6 by n for surrounding minus 1. Let's bring this side. So 1.6 by ns is equal to, we can write this as 1 by 5 would be 0.2 plus 1 plus 1 this side. So ns would be 1.6 by 1 by 0.1 is equal to 10. We want this because we need to find what is the focal length when the lens is kept in some medium. So in this case, the second part of it, we need to find whether the focal length is positive or negative. For that part, 1 by we'll call as f dash. F dash means the focal length when the lens is placed in a medium of refractive index 1.33. That is equal to, it is 1.5 by 1.33 minus 1 into this factor, which is equal to 10. That is equal to, it is 1.5 minus 1.33, that's equal to 0.17 by 1.33 into 10, and this is equal to, it will be 1.7 by 1.33, it's equal to 1.28. So this is 1 by f dash, but we need to find what is f dash. So f dash from here would be 1 by 1.28, and that is equal to 0.781 meter, because we're starting from here where this f itself was in meter. So since this was in meter, this would be in meter only. It will be 1 by meter here, and then if you put it back, whole thing would be in meter. So the focal length is positive. It means the lens behaves like a converging lens. We learned in theory that whenever the refractive index of the lens is more than that of the surrounding medium, the lens nature will not change at all, which means a convex lens will have a positive focal length and a concave lens will have a negative focal length, where the nature remains as it is. Suppose if the lens is placed in a medium where the refractive index of the lens is less than that of the surrounding medium, in that case the nature will be interchanged. So a convex lens will have a negative focal length and a concave lens will have a positive focal length. So we could have told directly also, because here the lens is placed, the lens whose refractive index is 1.5, is placed in a medium whose refractive index is 1.33. So from here it is very obvious that the nature will be as it is, which means a convex lens will behave like a convex lens only. That's the answer. Thank you.